Welcome to the capital of the United States. Washington, D.C. is a lively city filled with history, culture, and iconic landmarks that attract visitors from all around the world. Thanks to its international population, D.C. has one of the most vibrant food scenes in the U.S., from world-renowned Michelin-starred restaurants to affordable delis and cafes. Of course, we'll be eating lots of good food over the next 48 hours, but the main reason we found ourselves back in Washington, D.C. is to participate in a very unique travel experience. Ravensburger has invited us to film and document the 2025 USA Jigsaw Nationals and compete in the couples division tomorrow night. I will say, we are not professional puzzlers by any means, but over the last couple of years, we've really enjoyed puzzling because of the therapeutic aspect of it.
Yes.
So we've been able to do, some puzzles here and there with the two of us, with some family and friends, but you just don't say no when you're invited to compete at the national level.
And you never know, maybe we'll bring home gold for the family.
No pressure, no
way.
pressure there. We're just there to have some fun.
Yeah. But today we actually have a complete free day to explore DC. We're gonna go see some monuments and parks and eat some delicious food. So without further ado, let's head out.
We are both tickled pink right now. I have been giddy since the moment I woke up this morning because we've been wanting to come to this restaurant for the longest time. This place is called China Chilcano. It is Peruvian cuisine mixed with Chinese and Japanese. Like literally all of our favorite cuisines mixed into one fusion. The place has just the most vibrant atmosphere and the menu is just so creative, and that's my favorite part. It's just seeing what they take from each cuisine to make something new. We've ordered a number of different dishes to try, but what's really interesting is after having been to Peru, we know that the Peruvian cuisine has been heavily influenced by Japanese and Chinese settlers. We have two drinks on the table today. I have the chicha morada and then Chad has the chilcano, which is a cocktail. And then we have some ceviche because we love any dish that has raw fish in it. And the first one that we have here is the Peruvian styled ceviche. So this is the Clásico. It's just the one that we ate over and over again while we were in Peru. On the other side, this bright yellow beauty is the tiradito, and this is like the Japanese influence on the Peruvian cuisine. And so you can see the fish is thinly sliced like sashimi. Thank you. These are beautiful.
Yeah,
wow.
Is that gold foil?
Are those tiny eggs?
Quail eggs. I saw it on the menu, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Here on my right, we have the Lucky 12, which is 3 different types of salmai. And this top one, I believe, has a quail egg, and it has this gold foil, and it looks beautiful. I love when they bring out the steamer, and they lift each basket, and it's just steam going everywhere. So behind me is the Washington Monument, and construction on this giant obelisk began in 1848, and unfortunately they weren't able to complete it at that time because they ran out of money. And you can see where the stone is a little bit different, and that's because about 40 or 50 years later they were able to complete the monument in 1884, but this is still the largest stone obelisk in the world. It is 555 feet tall, and I love that they built it up kind of on a hilltop because when you look over you can see the White House, you can see the Lincoln Memorial, as well as the Capitol in the other direction. So if you do come to DC, I definitely think this is a great place to stop. So right behind me is the Lincoln Memorial, which was completed in 1922, and it is most famous, I would say, for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, which I learned all about growing up. And it's always just so amazing being in DC and looking out at the reflecting pool from this point and thinking about all of the history that this country's been through. But that speech was given in 1963, and it's wild to think about how much has changed since then. Obviously, I haven't been around for all of that change, but I can just imagine.
That is imagining and imagining all the things that have happened here.
I feel like I'm inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King with his dreaming, imagining.
Washington, D.C. has so many Michelin-rated restaurants, and I had the hardest time choosing from the very extensive list that they had here. But after looking from restaurant to restaurant, we've decided to dine at Rooster and Owl, and I'm so glad that we've come here. The service has already been outstanding. And what we're doing is we have a 4-course menu and you get to choose your course. I'm just so grateful to be here celebrating life with Chad, to be getting ready for the puzzle competition. There is just so many things to be thankful for. And yeah, we're just gonna delight in some really good food and soak in the ambiance of this wonderful restaurant. As we were walking from the restaurant back to our hotel, we just passed by so many young professionals, and it was so like inspiring and motivating and hopeful. Because we live in the countryside, we just never see this many young professionals, and they're just so cheerful, out and about, enjoying life.
Yeah, it was really neat because you see everybody either going for a run or going to like a bar class or something. Yeah. And then they go and they get dinner with their friends. Everyone's just laughing, having a great time.
Walking their dogs. I'm like, wow, this must be what it's like to live in this city. It just feels like another life that we could have had. And it's awesome to witness that, but I also still feel so grateful for the life that we do have.
Yeah, well, it's also fun because we get to partake in it in a way. Yeah. Like I felt like a little young professional tonight having dinner with my friend.
Oh, I'm his friend, not his wife. But going back to the restaurant that we ate at for dinner, we highly recommend it. It was 10 out of 10 from the presentation of the food to the flavors that they managed to combine. My stomach is very happy and I know I'm gonna sleep very well tonight. But with all that said, we need to get some rest for our big competition tomorrow. We should talk through some strategy. I don't know.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT what to do with the puzzle competition. Like, what is the best strategy? Should we go for edges? Should we go for colors? Should you go by the pattern of the puzzle piece?
We're gonna head to bed and catch you all for day 2 in DC.
Good morning. Today is the day we're about to go downstairs to get our passes for the weekend, and then tonight we will be competing.
This morning I was like, Chad, and he was like, what? And I'm like, it's puzzle competition day.
I think, what was I doing? I was just laying there on my phone and then you go,
yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
I'm like, where's the energy?
Claire never does that in the morning. She is very much a tired morning person. Yeah. But today is different for her.
Yep. Been thinking about it all morning. I feel like it's just gonna be such a fun day of watching other people do what they're really, really good at. And I just love people who have a passion for things.
Yes.
So being able to witness that, so stoked. We're gonna go and meet
the team.
The team?
Yep. Let's get down there.
We just watched the first heat of the singles and my mind was so blown because the winner completed the puzzle in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty hard puzzle.
It was very challenging. We were talking to the previous winner of the singles last year and they were explaining why the puzzle was hard. So the entire border had like this pink flower arrangement and then it was just very blocky.
I got the chance to go up front to see like the people who are super good at puzzling, and I just love looking at their strategy because none of them started with the border. And I feel like something that we have always been told or taught with puzzling is like start with the border and then work your way in. But they all started from the middle and worked their way out. And yeah, I just love seeing their reactions so up close and personally. Like they had such big smiles on their face, and there was definitely like a sense of anxiety like towards the end when
Excitement,
you only
though, too.
Oh sure, yeah.
It's like, oh, you're scrambling to get the last few pieces because you can see them on the, you know.
Oh
on the
yeah,
table.
yeah, and they're like, oh my gosh, my heart's racing, my hands are so sweaty, but they like finish up those last pieces, and then it's just such a sense of relief on their face
and joy
at the end. Yes, and just pure joy. So what a joy it was for me to witness that. Now we're gonna go and grab some food. We're thinking about bagels. Sounds pretty good right now. Yeah, get some energy for our puzzle competition later this evening.
Yeah. So we've made it to Call Your Mother, and it is a Jewish deli. That's what they say on the when you walk in on the door. I came in and I could not decide what I was going to get, and I ended up going with their spicy pastrami, which is what the cashier recommended because they had it for lunch. Claire got the royal palm, which has like smoked salmon and cream cheese.
And then we also got a cinnamon roll babka muffin. Chad was eating the cinnamon roll babka muffin earlier, and he had like 20 groans, 20 eye rolls, and he couldn't stop. And I'm like, save some for me. And so now it's my turn to try it. Both bagels were absolutely out of this world. We scarfed those down within like, what, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty good.
That's really good, right?
Yeah, this was just something that I saw in the display case. I'm like, sure, let's try one. So glad we got it. Wow.
First try.
Oh, I got a cow! They have little puns on their shirts. This one says, utterly addicted to puzzles. And then this one says, puzzling is a hoot.
Love it. Nice.
Little gifts for Gretel and Geppetto. We are back at the convention center. It is only about 15 minutes until we start competing, and I'm actually feeling pretty good. I'm not too nervous. I'm a little sweaty, not too sweaty, but I'm right in the middle. I'm like Goldilocks. Our table is right here in the corner. We're sitting with Claire and Peter, who also make travel content, and so we're amongst friends, and we're just gonna have a good time. Over there in those boxes are the puzzles. We have no idea what we're gonna be completing, and selfishly, I hope it's an easy one.
Yeah, me too. Well, it's gonna be easy for everybody else though, too. The thing is,
you don't want it too hard, not too easy,
yeah,
just in the middle.
And I have to say, I'm very glad Claire is my partner because she's just so good with colors and matching things. So I have a lot of confidence in Claire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sorting things. That's my strategy.
Chad's a really good helper.
I'll be a helper. So we're here with Claire and Peter at the USA Jigsaw Nationals. Do you guys have any final words?
Yeah, final words?
Y'all are going down.
We'll see,
I was joking that I was going to tickle Peter halfway through the competition and see how that turns out.
We're starting.
We're so excited to have you all here, all 200 teams, so 400 people puzzling in this room right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, puzzle!
You're like that.
There's tape.
I got it.
We've got William, we've got volunteers, we've got everyone.
Whoa, this one looks challenging.
have the edge done, which is exciting. To be fair, it's been an hour.
So we have 4 minutes left. I don't know if we're gonna make it.
I unfortunately don't think we're gonna make it. But honestly, we did pretty good for people who did not practice.
Yes.
Keep on puzzling, puzzlers. You've got about 3.5 minutes left. So puzzle as fast as you can. In those 3.5 minutes, you can do this.
Yes, we can do this. We got 3 minutes.
Yeah, give them a round of applause. Keep going, puzzlers. You got this.
We have 3 minutes for all of this. Okay, what can we accomplish in these 2 minutes now, probably? I'm very pleased with what we got done.
It's a very hard puzzle.
Yeah. Oh, got a crick in my neck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hands up. And we did a pretty good job.
Great job.
What an absolutely incredible experience being able to participate. I feel like it gave me such a deeper appreciation for the puzzling or the speed puzzling community, because when you're doing it, first off, you do get really into it. I think Claire and I were very focused in. Not that we were the best, but we still did a really good job.
I thought it was so funny because at the point where the winner had won, like the first place winner, I think we had literally a corner done.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way, because it was just so quick, and I cannot even fathom how someone's brain can just put together a puzzle that fast. What an honor it was for us to be able to participate at a national level of puzzling.
Yeah, I can see why people get really, really into this, because the thrill of opening up a new puzzle that you don't even know what it's gonna be, I think that also adds to it, because every single style that a puzzle is made creates different difficulties with doing the puzzle. So, pretty neat.
Something I do want to say about this community is that it is just so wholesome and supportive. Everyone just had so much joy, and like they had a sense of like
camaraderie.
Oh.
Yeah. Deep camaraderie. You know, like
That's
people would be cheering each other on, like, oh, that table right beside us finished, and then it's just like, oh, yay, good
right,
job.
and you take the time to like clap for someone who just won, or to give them a high five, or to give them hugs, and obviously it takes away from your own time, but it's just like congratulating someone who obviously put a lot of time and effort into competing. And I just think that is so wonderful. Great sportsmanship all around. And just thinking about the artists behind all of these puzzles as well, and just how much thought they put into the colors, the composition, the small details that are found on every single puzzle piece. Incredible, truly.
And I feel like we were also able to get on the ground floor of speed puzzling, because in the coming years, I think it's just gonna take off. I think it's gonna be something that's gonna be so much bigger than even what it is now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and even though we weren't able to finish the puzzle, and I think we probably made it a little bit more than halfway, I'm just really proud of us for trying something new, getting out of our comfort zones, and doing something we would have never done before.
Yeah.
So, good job, Chad.
Good job.
For dinner this evening, we've come to Daikaya, which is a very famous ramen restaurant here in DC. And I've been looking forward to this place because they have amazing reviews, and they also use egg noodles that come from Japan. And so I decided to get the shoyu ramen, and then Chad decided to get the, what did you get?
Spicy miso ramen, and it looks very good as well.
Yes.
We also ended up getting a little cocktail, which I believe, what was it, passion fruit?
Passion fruit vodka, yeah. And the tropical flavors, oh, it's getting me in the mood. I'm excited to have some warm and cozy, just rich ramen fill my stomach. To end our day, we are having some Italian gelato. I decided to go with the pistachio, and then Chad got the maple walnut. And he says that what, maple is the best flavor on this planet.
I think it is.
Yeah, I don't know if I can back up that statement. I think it's quite bold.
It also makes me think of Canada, and I love Canada.
You should become a Canadian.
I also love America.
What an incredible weekend it has been. I still cannot believe that we were invited to compete in the USA Jigsaw Nationals. And the whole experience is just one of those things you're gonna remember forever and just laugh about for years and years to come. So thank you so much to Ravensburger for inviting us to come to DC to compete. And if you'd like to follow along as we travel to 50 countries around the world, hit subscribe. And with all that said, we'll catch you guys next time. Bye!